I'm Kenny Milks. Thank you so much for watching, and we're back in the booth with another pair of special guests joining us in here from the Millbrae Library. Tom Ball, who is the manager, and to my right here, friends of the Millbrae Library, Miss Ruth Stout, the co-president. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Our pleasure.
All right, we'll start with you, Ruth, friends of the Millbrae Library. You guys visit us every year.
We do.
We always enjoy us. Tell us what's happening over at the Friends of the Millbrae Library.
Oh, there's always so much going on. My co-president wants to make sure that I tell you about the book sale that's coming up, and that's going to be in September 13th, and it's 10 to 3, and from 2 to 3 you can get a whole bag of books for $5. It's our bargain book sale, 50 cents, $1, so please come to that. We have other programs going on all the time, and we'll be also at the Farmers Market on September 20th selling books. So that's our programs, the Friends programs that are coming up in September, and I think we're going to talk about our big anniversary that's coming up in November.
Okay, did you want to talk, or did Tom want to talk about that?
Well, we have our 10-year anniversary coming up just this November, and Ruth was here. Ruth was actually the branch manager when the library was being built. And speaking of the Friends were absolutely instrumental in getting that library built. Because, in fact, I don't know of any library in the United States that hasn't been built with a local citizen support like you get from the Friends of the Library. And so we have them to thank for that beautiful building and for all the support that they give for the programs. Now we have programs coming up in September. We have the biggest one coming up is our Mid-Autumn Festival, which will take place in the plaza and in the Chakotay Room on Saturday, September 6th. And then in October, we're going to bring in a new thing called Musical Storytime. And Musical Storytime is a storytime I developed with another colleague named Ashley Larson. And she is going to come down here and do it with us. And that starts on 4 o'clock on October 9th. And then in November, we will have the 10-year anniversary. And I'd like Ruth to talk a little bit about what it was like to build that library back 10 years ago.
Yes, the end of November will be our 10 years, and it's gone so quickly. I can hardly believe it's 10 years. We, the County of San Mateo Library System, which we're part of, Friends, and the City of Millbrae all collaborated on building that library, and the community as a whole was very involved. We had focus groups, people envisioning what they wanted to see in the library. It was all planned around what this community wanted. And we looked at different sites in Millbrae and found everybody wanted it on exactly the same site where the old building was. So that building was torn down and the new building put up right on that same site.
And how much have you seen it change over the 10 years, or is it still pretty much the same as how you started?
Well, we had a wonderful celebration this month where we had a Beatles tribute group come in and play, and the library was filled with almost 1,000 people dancing, and I looked at my co-president and I said, Judy, this is just how we envisioned the library when we were building it. We wanted a community here having a wonderful time. We wanted group study rooms. We wanted a computer room where we could train people. We wanted a homework center. We wanted community rooms. We wanted a library which the community could enjoy in many different ways, and that's what's happened.
Yeah, I think people are using libraries in a different way now. It's we're still largely about books, but we're also very much about being a community center, and the Millbrae Library is what we call a destination library because it's so beautiful and it's so flexible. The building has a lot of flexibility and ability to absorb different kinds of ways that people use libraries today. And you'll see that anytime you come into the library.
And with the advancement of technology,
that's right,
libraries kind of take on a different role as we move forward.
We do.
And more of a place to go for some quiet, independent study, to do the homework,
absolutely
not necessarily to do so much book research because there's so many other resources.
That's right.
But it still provides a wonderful service.
Yes, and the library does provide that. Instead of, we have shifted some of our emphasis over to digital materials, and that's the way people are using the library, both in library and remotely. So we have responded to that.
Would you say that's one of the most difficult things, is trying to keep up with the times with the library? You built it 10 years ago, but we had no idea it'd be this far along.
Well, it used to be if you came into a library, what you had to do is you had to go to a librarian to get anything. And that was sort of what I refer to as an intervention model. Well, the model that we have now is more of a teaching model. And we're teaching you how to use our resources so that you can use them independently and you don't need us to do it so much. We still Our area of expertise is being able to find the material that you want quickly. You know, anybody can sit down with Google, you can get a billion hits, and then spend 2 or 3 hours trying to find exactly what you want. Our expertise really is to be able to find that within 5 minutes, rather than you having to ferret through all of it. And so that is the main shift in terms of what librarians do. Now, people ask me, well, what's the library going to look like in 10 years? And I can honestly say I have no idea.
Right.
Because it just shifts too fast. It's just
Well, over at Taylor Middle School, all the books are now out. There is no more library.
Really?
Yeah. So
I did not know that.
yeah.
Not either.
Huh, interesting.
Just
Okay.
taken down. We have a few pictures. Maybe as we look at some of the slides, the pictures that you guys graciously have donated to us, you can explain a little bit more about what you've seen in these photos.
That was when laying down the slabs.
Oh, yes, that was quite a day. That's when the old library came down so quickly you wouldn't believe it had been there for years. A couple of days and it was gone. And
Here it looks like it's taking shape,
it's
a
in
little
shape.
bit.
Yeah,
A little bit more of the construction.
the outer structure, yeah, there it is.
they were trying to get it all closed up before winter, and that was the outer part was done first. And there, it's really you're getting to
you're
see what
getting
it looks
close
like
now.
today. Yeah.
Well, it certainly is beautiful.
Almost there, and there she is.
Yes.
Queen of all she
And there's
surveys.
Ruth.
That's what
Yes,
Right on.
I was a bit younger then.
Tom, where's your picture?
So where we all. Well, I wasn't there then. This was Ruth's, this was Ruth's baby.
But he was with the library system.
I was with
Yes.
the library system,
Yes.
and I was here the day it opened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
terribly jealous, but I got over it.
Well, the website is smcl.org/content/Millbrae, and you know those events again coming. I mean, you could check the website to get the details, but you mentioned the celebration on September 6th and the book sale on the 13th.
Yes.
Okay, so these are a couple of things that are coming up. The 6th, obviously next week, and then the week after. So get involved. Check out what's happening at the library, and for 10 years of service, Ruth, we want to thank you for getting it started.
Oh, I want to thank the community. This has been this is a wonderful community to work with.
It is.
And I know Tom was going to enjoy it here a lot. We had so much support, and we continue to have so much support, and that's
We
what
do.
makes a library.
That's true.
It does. Thank you for having us.
All right.
you very
Anything else
much.
you'd like to add? Am I forgetting
we've done it.
anything?
I think we've done it. Thank you so much.
All right, great.
Thank you so much.
Ruth Stout, the Friends of the Millbrae Library co-president.
Oh yes, and please join the Friends.
Yeah.
We'd love to have everybody in the city join the Friends.
Please.
And how can they do that?
They can come into the library anytime. I think it's like $10. It's very cheap, inexpensive, a great bargain,
Right?
and you can do that anytime.
Friends of the Millbrae, and also from the Millbrae Library, Tom Ball, who is the manager. Thank you guys for stopping by and sharing with us this valuable service that you provide for the Millbrae community. It's great to still have a really nice library, a functioning library in the community, because we certainly don't have it anymore at Taylor Middle School, unfortunately. So the kids have a place to go and do some homework, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
nice
Thanks so much
saying.
for
Most of
having
them are
us.
doing exactly that.
Right.
Yes.
A safe, quiet environment.
Yeah.
It's valuable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
MCTV would like to thank the following for their generous support of this program. The City of Millbrae. Millbrae, a city in the sun. The Millbrae Chamber of Commerce, supporting local businesses and the Millbrae economy. MCTV would also like to thank the following underwriters.